Hi, and welcome to today's video. This week, I'm doing a monthly reset or reflection journal just to see how last month went and what I'd like to focus on in the upcoming month. These reflection videos or reflection journal, it's not to do with anything negative. I try and use it as a positive, reinforce all the good things that are happening in my life or have happened, or the things that will make my life better. I suffer from anxiety, and my main goal for 2022 is my mental health. So I've been really trying to journal more and trying to reflect on all the good things, because sometimes I feel like I get in my head and I forget all the good things that have happened. I normally don't look at the negatives or things I can work on and how I could look back at last month and think of all the things that I didn't do or didn't get done and try and figure out why I didn't get them done. But instead I'm trying to think more about the things that I did get done and why was that easy for me. What is it that pushes me to become the person that I want to be and I know I can be. So yeah, this is more like a happiness journal rather than like a reflection journal. If I ever feel down or low or anything like that, I can come back to this journal and it's going to be just all happiness and all goodness. Yeah, so let's get started. My writing and all my things, I'm not an artist, I don't pretend to be an artist, but my slogan for this year is 1% better. That's how I want to live this year, is I'm 1% better. I may have a bad day, but I won't look at that day and say all these terrible things. I'll look at this week or the month and say, this month has been 1% better than last month or this time last year, or 1% better than my hardest time. I really like this slogan, 1% better, because it doesn't put pressure on me. So let's get into it. We are doing, I've lost my pen. No, found it. February reflection. I will write down all my goals for February, even if I didn't get them done, because I tried. And that's something to be happy about and proud of as well, I think. Great, so and this here is my reflections. My skin, this is a no. I haven't really looked after my skin very well over the past month. I was meant to sort out an allergy test, find out what my allergies are and why I'm getting so many skin problems. I'll just leave it for another month. I can get it done. It's not a big deal. Cleaning, I half did the cleaning. So this goal was to do 10 minutes every day of certain areas. And I realized this month that there's some days I come home from work and I literally can't do anything because I'm exhausted. This needs to change. My home is actually very clean, considering, especially compared to last month. The 10-minute everyday thing didn't work this month, but I really want this to work. I really don't want to be spending my days off cleaning my home. I use it as an excuse not to leave my home, and that needs to stop. Journaling every single night, sometimes in the morning. I said before that 2022 all about my mental health, and journaling has been my way of really putting my mind on paper. I don't journal to look back at it. I journal just to get what's in my head out of my head. If there is something in my journal that I want to remember or think of, anything like that, I'll highlight it, but I don't want to keep coming back to all the things that are happening in my head. I want to write them down and I want to try and forget. 1% better? Definitely 1% better than last month and last year. Texting friends weekly, that did not happen. I was kind to myself though. This is the be creative, not perfect. Just like the 1% better thing that you've seen earlier. It's not good, I know that, but it's just a way of me to get back into being creative and getting my mind to something else. So I will definitely take that off. Saving and investing, no. I did a bit of investing and I did sort out my budget. Yes. Yeah, no, I do think so. I've saved towards my car insurance. I've saved towards a lot of things. So yes, savings and investing, that was done. So let's go into March's goals. Okay, great. So these here, whoops, are my March goals. Most of these are the exact same as my February. February, there's a few X's. I know that I can go back and I can, try a bit harder or try again in March. Skincare is something I really want to get into. I have very, very, very sensitive skin. So when I say skincare, I mean going and for the allergy test, learning more about how to take care of my skin and just looking after my skin a lot better than I am at the moment. Cleaning, that's the 10-minute cleaning thing I'm trying to get into. And it's not hard. And honestly, even if I only do it once a week, I feel like it's a win. Be creative, as before. Be creative, not perfect. Being creative, but not caring that it's not very good, is very empowering. I always thought that if I did something that was ugly, then it ruins everything and I have to get rid of it. And I just want to stop that behavior. I want to enjoy things. So leaving my house more. I already said I have anxiety. I have a hard time leaving my apartment, so I want to try and leave my apartment at least 2 times a week, if not more. Whenever I leave my apartment, it's amazing. I'm so happy, but it's just the initial leaving. So yeah, that's my goal. And then I want to try and read something. I'm not telling myself that I have to read a whole book, anything like that. I really love reading, but over the last 2 years, I've just stopped reading. I don't read anything, and I really miss reading. I want to bring that back into my life. And these are some home goals. So I have lots of shelves that I want to put up, and I keep putting it off. I think this month I'll get it done. This bathroom floor I want to put down stick-on tiles. I put them about 4 months ago, probably 4 months ago, and I really want to get them into the bathroom and all set up so that I can have my space back, because the tiles take up quite a bit of space and I want to just get it done. I want it to be nice and I want it to be somewhere where I'm happy to go in. And then make the body scrub. So the body scrub I want to make, but with special ointment cream thing that's really good for my skin. It won't have any fragrances, anything like that. I want to make it myself so that I know that my skin's not going to get irritated, and it's only for my body, it's not for my face. They're my goals for March. And yeah, so let's reflect on some things. I'm actually going to do a few okay, so I'm actually going to do a few questions in my notebook. I'll let you know what the questions are when I'm done. My achievements. The questions that I wrote for myself here are: what have I learned about myself this month? What did I do well? And why do I think I stuck to this? What made you proud of yourself this month? What things have you learned this month? Then I also want to do my achievement. So I'm going to write down all the big things that have happened this month. I actually have quite a big one. I actually got a promotion this month. My second achievement is I think I've left the house more than 2 times every week in February, if not 3 times a week. Amazing. What else? Oh yeah. Because of my promotion, I got to buy my mother and my grandmother dinner. Amazing. Oh yeah, I took my mum out for her birthday the whole day. Brought her up to Dublin, went out for dinner, went to the cinema. Gosh, I need to look back at my folder in my diary to see what have I done this month. A big one here. Starting my pension. Took me long enough, that's okay. Finances. So I sorted my finances. I also went to the bank to talk about long-term savings. If I ever want, I want to buy a house, but I don't think I'll ever be able to afford to buy a house. So I went to speak to them about that. But the day after tomorrow, I'm talking to a financial advisor. So hopefully he might give me some information. I took wax off the floor. I've lived in this apartment for so many months, and that wax has always been on the floor, and I got rid of it. And then one of the best things, I got to see my granddad. He's in a nursing home, and because of COVID, we haven't been able to see him. It was so good to see him, and he was in such good form, so it made me really happy. I love spending time with my granddad. He's the most amazing person. I'm so lucky to have him. This is the first time I've ever done a monthly reflection. These may be different next month, the month after, but I'm quite happy with how it is at the moment. I think I'm going to put my achievement into here because these are really good memories to have about February, that I can keep using this just to be pleasantly surprised. I do need to fill out these questions, but I really want to sit down with them and see what comes up. I might do these questions and come back to the video tomorrow and let you know how this went. I will just sign off for tonight. See you tomorrow with all this filled out and me reflecting on all the great things that have happened. No negative. Good night. See you tomorrow. Hey guys, so I have finished my reflections and got myself a nice cup of tea, sat down. I'm doing this in my bedroom because this is my safe space, so I wanted to do it here. So let's go through the questions. What have I learned about myself this month? Okay. I have learned that I can stand up for myself. I can communicate well with others when I take out my emotions from the equation. I can be relaxed with myself and get things done. I get more done when I put goals in place rather than to-dos. I don't like feeling pressure at home. I love to learn new things. I do need a bit of structure, but not too much. I need a clean environment to be productive. Lighting candles and playing music really makes me happy and more grounded. I am a creative person. What can I do well, and why do I think I stuck to this? Clean home. I was in a good mood and I journaled in the morning and just gave myself guidance throughout the day. Didn't pressurize myself. What made you proud of yourself this month? I'm proud of my promotion. I worked so hard and I'm proud that it paid off. I am proud of my calmness. I am so much calmer and nicer to myself. I am proud of my patience. I was tested many times and still remained calm-ish. I am proud of how much I left the house. It's been a horrible month with the weather, but I still left the house. What things have you learned this month? I don't do well with pressure at home. I like compliments, even just from myself. Journaling is amazing. Clean home, knowing where things are, makes me more creative. So yeah, that's really it. That was my reflection for February. I hope March can bring me as much happiness and calmness as February did, but time will tell. But I'm feeling very hopeful, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a comment about your proudest moment. And thanks so much for joining me. Have a great one. Bye.